Do you keep up with current events?
Yeah, more often than not, I follow along, consuming a few news stories every day. But recently, I did take some time off from it. Sometimes I get overwhelmed by it all.
Sounds like you and your empathy again. Anyway, apparently, a talk show host held the biggest giveaway ever, even bigger than the one Oprah did when she gave away those cars to her audience. Yeah, everyone got a car. Maybe you remember that. The more recent giveaway eliminated a few $1 million worth of healthcare debt for a few thousand people.
Oh, sounds expensive.
The show bought the debt for around $60,000, but it was valued at $12 million. Huge potential for return on investment, no doubt.
Yeah, he just forgave the debt though, but yeah, someone doing that type of business has got to be making a fortune. Why bother with the hassle of being a king or a president when you can buy and sell debt? Yes, of course, some people will default on the payments, but even if you only get half of that potential 12 million, okay, you still expect to make millions regardless.
Hmm. The other recent headlines I saw involved a UK citizen in Malaysia molesting children. I think he has been doing it for years. I heard that even he had posted like a how-to or tips manual targeted at sexual predators. He mentioned a 3-year-old that was particularly attached to him, but what stood out to me about the pedophile was a comment he made about the economics of the situation. He said that it was much easier for him to win over children in those poorer countries, or maybe it was just that particular poor country. Well, anyway, much more difficult to get sexual acts from middle class kids in the West, he said.
That sounds familiar. Men and more recently, women too often go to poorer countries looking for sex and love. People want sex and love, so it makes sense to me that they would buy them if they can. Supply and demand, as they say. That's the free market and all. Hmm. Yeah, what would we do without the free market?
Yeah, what would we do without it? You don't sound too sympathetic to those children.
Oh, I am, definitely. I do feel bad for them. I guess I got a bit distracted by the money this time. My brain went on a tangent. I wonder what currency was in Malaysia. Probably not dollars. The US isn't the only country with dollars, but I doubt they use dollars.
There's so much going on in the world, a lot of needless details and drama fill the headlines.
I still find value in following along. I still think that that's it important to get some idea about what's going on around me. There's at least some practical value there too. I'd like to know when the next flu pandemic starts, or when the next pile of jobs fall off the map, or maybe something like, should I expect a tornado or a hurricane anytime soon?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I do find after several months of following along, it takes a toll on me though. Watching a father attack the person convicted of raping and killing his daughter, then reading about humans being bought and sold to build massive construction projects in hot ass working conditions with mere shacks to house them, then there's all those random shooters and on and on.
Yeah, I usually don't bother with the details. I tend to just skim it. It's basically people at each other's throats. A few nice stories pop up from time to time, but I feel pretty neutral about it.
I don't feel neutral about it. I stand alone about it, which is why I don't really say or do much of anything about the news I consume. Only trouble awaits me otherwise. Hmm. I can't get myself out of the unemployment mess I'm in, so I just sit back and continue to live life mostly in spectator mode.
You really should stop worrying about the world.
I agree, but I will worry about the world regardless.
Do you worry about ants? Do you worry about the color of carpet in hotels? Maybe you worry about having to settle for raisins instead of trail mix too.
Well, if you must know, smartass, yeah, I have a nut allergy, so yeah, I would be concerned about having to choose between raisins and poisonous trail mix. Yes, I would be.
I knew it. Even your immune system is overly worried.
Everyone has weaknesses. I have too many weaknesses, I'm sure. Well, anyway, it looks like our time is almost up.
Hmm, so it is. I'll be sure not to worry about you. Later.
Yeah, till tomorrow. Bye. Video posted every day.